If you'd like to learn more about poetry, you can reach us at... Psych, we just kidding. Good night, y'all.
Well, all of us aren't. And welcome to... Hi everyone, welcome back to Hearts and Minds official YouTube channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Adarsh Pillai, a published word and freelance writer. Please make sure to leave a comment down below after you're done watching the video. Share it with your friends, don't forget to like. For more information on this and the episode, go to the website heartsandmind1.wordpress.com. There are additional resources, episode-related content, and link to the book if you're interested. On today's episode, we're going to talk about William Blake. William Blake was born in London on November 28, 1757, to James, a hosier, and Catherine Blake. Two of his 6 siblings died in infancy. From early childhood, Blake spoke of having visions. At 4, he saw God put his head to the window. Around age 9, while walking through the countryside, he saw a tree filled with angels. Although his parents tried to discourage him from lying, they had observed that he was different from his peers and did not force him to go attend conventional school. He learned to read and write at home. At age 10, Blake expressed a wish to become a painter, so his parents sent him to drawing school. 2 years later, Blake began writing poetry. When he turned 14, he apprenticed with an engraver because art school proved too costly. One of Blake's assignments as apprentice was to sketch the tombs of Westminster Abbey, exposing him to a variety of Gothic styles from which he would draw inspiration through his career. After his 7-year term ended, he studied briefly at the Royal Academy. In 1782, he married an illiterate woman named Catherine Walker. Blake taught her to read and to write, and also instructed her in draftsmanship. Later, she helped him print the illuminated poetry for which he is remembered today. The couple had no children. In 1784, he set up a print shop with his friend and former fellow apprentice James Parker, but this venture failed after several years. For the remainder of his life, Blake made a meager living as an engraver and an illustrator for books and magazines. In addition to his wife, Blake also began training his younger brother Robert in drawing, painting, and engraving. Robert fell ill during the winter of 1787 and succumbed, probably to consumption. As Robert died, Blake saw his brother's spirit rise up through the ceiling, clapping its hands for joy. He believed that Robert's spirit continued to visit him and later claimed that in a dream, Robert taught him the printing method that he used in Songs of Innocence and other illuminated works. Blake's genre. In addition to being considered one of the most visionary of English poets and one of the greatest progenitors of English Romanticism, his visual artwork is highly regarded around the world. My take on Mr. Blake's work is not much, to be honest, because I never read Mr. Blake's work prior to this episode's recording and script writing. When I read Mr. Blake's work, I was completely entranced by his use of words and his way of connecting things to other things, which I think I do well in my poetry as well. The idea that you can take something so simple as just a city, which we will see later on in the episode, and compare it to the complexities of somebody's life is a very beautiful thing that he does marvelously. Here I have 5 poems by Mr. Blake that I'll be reading for you. Jerusalem. And at those feet in ancient time walk upon England's mountains green, and was the holy Lamb of God on England's pleasant pastures seen. And at the countenance divine, since forth upon our clouded hills, and was Jerusalem builded here, among these dark satanic mills. Bring me my bow of burning gold, bring me my arrows of desire, bring me my spear, O clouds unfold, bring me my chariot of fire. I will not cease from mental fight, nor shall my sword sleep in my hand, till we have built Jerusalem in England's green and pleasant land. London. I wander through each charted street, near where the charted Thames does flow, and mark in every face I meet marks of weakness, marks of woe. In every cry of every man, in every infant's cry of fear, in every voice, in every barn, the mind-fogged manacles I hear. How the chimney sweepers cry, every blackening church appalls, and the hapless soldier's sigh runs in blood down palace walls. But most through midnight streets I hear how the youthful harlot's curse blasts the newborn infant's tears, and blights with plagues the marriage hears. The sick rose. O rose, thou art sick, the invisible worm that flies in the night in the hollowing storm, has found out thy bed of crimson joy, and his dark secret love does thy life destroy. A poison tree. I was angry with my friend, I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe, I told it not, my wrath did grow. And I watered it in my fears, night and morning with my tears, and I sunned it with smiles and soft deceitful wiles. And it grew both day and night till it bore an apple bright, and my foe beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine. And into my garden stole, when the night had veiled the pole, in the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. The angel. I dreamed a dream, what can it be? And that I was a maiden queen, guarded by an angel mild, witless woe was nearer beguiled. And I wept both night and day, and he wiped my tears away. And I wept both day and night, and hid from him my heart's delight. So he took his wings and fled, then the moon blushed rosy red. I dried my tears and numbed my fears with 10,000 shields and spears. Soon my angel came again, I was armed, he came in vain, for the time of youth was fled, and grey hairs were on my head. And with that, we come to the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed the journey we took today. For a full biography of Mr. Blake, in addition to 25 poems created by myself written by Mr. Blake, head over to heartsandwine1.wordpress.com. Link to it will be in the description, all free of cost, of course. With each coming day, I hope bring out a new change in your life, where the only thing consistent is inconsistency in the course of life. I wish you all the best. Remember tonight, signing off.